Hey guys, what is up? It's Jay. So this is the video detailing what was going on in the trailer for, the trailer for the NX, which is now called the Switch. So as you can see, I have the trailer pulled up. I'm going to be looking this way. It's this way for you guys, just like it's literally the exact same. It's on the same monitor as as the reaction. So I'm going to be looking not at, you get it. Anyway, so obviously, like it says, first look at the Nintendo Switch. So this is the downloaded video. I'm not going to actually use the video itself, just the video I downloaded and then using a capture to do this so that I'm not actually uploading their video. So anyway, we're going to look at it and we're going to scroll through everything. And I'm going to talk about the little details that I come across. So the first thing we see is the guy with the controller. And I didn't notice it at first. I thought he was maybe using like a Wii U Pro controller like I use, which is this controller right here. I thought that's what that was. But it turns out that it's not what that was. It is an NX, or not NX, Switch specific controller. And you get to see it later on. And so what we're looking at right here is just him playing Zelda Breath of the Wild. So this is stuff we've seen before. We already know this is all possible. It's just Link on his horse and swinging a sword. We've seen him doing things on his horse before. You can use like your slingshot and your bow and arrow and stuff like that on the horse in like Ocarina of Time. So this is nothing I'm really, amazed at, because we've seen this kind of stuff before. It's just fighting while on the horse. So this right here, this is the transition now that they do when they go. It's really cool looking. I don't know. This right here, it just looked really cool. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to move on. Now he's going to. This is the docking system. So far anyway, this is what we see for a docking system. Oh, also, sorry, you're going to see this pop up a lot because when I move my mouse it does that, but you can still pretty much see. So the docking system looks like just a docking system. I don't know how else to put it. It probably can only fit in a certain way. You can't like flip it around and still fit it in there. If you look right here, yeah, you can still see it. Right here, it's a 90-degree angle, and right here, it's actually curved. So that tells me that it'll only fit in one way. So, like, this way would be the screen, which is obvious. This is the screen right here. And you get to see later on, you also put it in screen out. And it looks like it actually turns off the screen, like it has, I don't know what that would be like when you close your 3DS and it turns the screen off for you. Even if it's not powered down, that would be like the same thing here. So it would have like this sensor that says it's covered. So like an old school, if you guys are old school like me and grew up having to use actual calculators, the ones that like slide out of the things, when you slide them back in, it turns it off because there's a sensor that says it now has its cover. So that's pretty much what this is like. And then it looks like there's will be USB ports. I believe, yes, it does. That says USB right there. So you're going to be able to plug in probably your controllers and whatever else would use the USB. I'm assuming there's going to be two more on the other side because two isn't very much. But then again, there's only two on the Wii U. So I think they might have learned from their mistake and might have put two more. But if they didn't, then there's only two. And you're probably going to have to use the Ethernet the same way as the Wii and the Wii U, where you have to use their little adapter thing, a LAN adapter. Hopefully the Wii U one will work, because that one also works with the Wii. Hopefully that will work, and that way I can record everything on the NX without problems on the internet. That way it won't like kick me off the internet or something, because that would really piss me off if it does that. So charging controllers, all that kind of stuff, and then it has this little LED light here that looks like it's a power. I can't tell what that little symbol is next to it right here, but I'm assuming it just shows you that it's powered on or that it's charging or whatever. Anyway, let's move on a little bit. This is kind of rambling. So here is the one kind of controller. Now this is weird. I don't know what this is, because this isn't the same controller he was just carrying. The one he was carrying had a cutaway right here, which is a lot more like the Pro controller for the Wii U. But you can see that this is both the controllers, and I'm assuming this is only for, like, this is how you dock the controllers when you don't have the other controller, the Pro controller looking controller. Like, it has two sets of controllers. This would be similar to like the gamepad, which comes with it, and maybe you have to buy that other controller separately. I'm really hoping not, because that Pro controller was already like $50, $40, something like that, and I don't want to spend another price just to do that. I just have a second controller. This might be the one you get with it, and then this is this little docking station here for the two controllers. That way you can use it as an actual controller, and then it looks like you take them off, and then, going a little fast here, take them off one by one, you just slide them up, and then you slide them down onto the NX, and that was a really bad transition where it just went from one camera to the other, and you pull it up, and if you look at it and it pulls it up, it automatically turns the screen on. So it's just like with the 3DS, where you open the 3DS with it still turned on, and the screen will power itself on automatically without you having to press a screen on button, basically. So that's what that does. And I did notice I don't see the light down here. I don't know if we're too high up to see the light, but maybe it turns off. Yeah, we can see the light here, and we can actually see, oh, you can see that better. That's a TV on the right here, the symbol. It's a TV. So that's showing that it's on the TV apparently. So when that light's on, it's on the TV. Okay, and then now we're gonna switch this way, and you can't see the light anymore. I'm either thinking it turned off or it's too low on the camera. Yeah, it is too low on the camera. It would be like way down here where, yeah, okay. So then we just keep going, and now he's playing Breath of the Wild without having to actually turn on a whole new game. He just takes it and just goes, and it's ready. So that's awesome. I really like that. And now we get some birds and some outside playing. So now it's just showing you basically its handheldness, which is basically what I do every day with the Vita. So that's nothing special to me. It looks like we have the start and select buttons on top and on both sides, which is something to really get used to. On the gamepad, it would be here and here. It would be start and select to be here and here. And then on the Pro controller, it's like up here like this. So this is more similar to that, which is pretty cool. Obviously, you wouldn't have it on the screen. That'd be kind of weird. Anyway, so we're going to keep going. There's a little transition, and that looked like Monster Hunter, I want to say. Oh, no, that wasn't. That was Zelda. What am I thinking? I wasn't paying attention to what it was. I know there's something that looks like Monster Hunter later. So I really want to get into the new games. So now we're showing somebody flying on a plane. So this is what I assumed was going to happen right here. So these are not cartridges. They are game cards. So the 3DS and the DS had game cards. The Game Boy and Game Boy Advanced had cartridges. They were just small cartridges. There's a difference in them because the cards are a lot more like SD cards, where they read differently. They have an actual different file type or something. And I'm not an expert on that. I don't know exactly, but I do know that they aren't read the same. So, like, if you were to take a Game Boy Advance game and make it on the 3DS, just to port it, the pins on the back, or, well, it's not pins, they're little panels, just like an SD card or a SIM card or something like that. It's a lot different than the pins on a cartridge, which are read differently. So that's the difference. But it looks like we're going to be using 3DS or DS style cards. They look like they're black, which is cool. And I actually made a video. I'll link it in the description because I'm not going to edit any of this. In the description, there's going to be a link to the video where I talk about the cartridges. And what I think is going to happen, and this is literally what I said was going to happen. So I was 100% correct there. It's going to be crazy though. So he sits down, sees somebody else with a Switch, and obviously they're like the only people in the world because that's not out yet. So now he's on a plane, and this is cool. I really like this. At first I was like, oh, well, maybe this is for like watching applications like YouTube or Netflix or something, because you can get Wi-Fi on planes now. And I thought that's what that was, is, oh, he was going to watch a movie or something. You know, that would have been cool. But then he goes all out and pulls those off and starts playing the game as if it's a TV. What? That's insane. See, that's what I was talking about, the Monster Hunter. That looks like that doesn't look really like Monster Hunter anymore. I don't know. I haven't played Monster Hunter since the original PlayStation, so it's been a while. If that's not Monster Hunter, then I don't know what it is. If you guys can correct me, or if it is, let me know. I don't know, because that actually looks really cool. But the graphics are really nice. It's going to be in, I believe, 900p, so that's pretty good for something that can be handheld. Anyway, so it's showing that he's basically playing on the plane, and you can take the controllers off, which you're going to see again later on in the trailer. So we're going to go again, and now he's in the car playing, and this is just your typical, literally every handheld will do this, so that's nothing. And I don't know what that is either. It also seems like it could be a Monster Hunter type thing. That's the only game like this I know of that's on the Wii and the Wii U, or it's on the Wii U and 3DS. That's the only game that I know of like that. So if it's a new game, that's cool. Maybe that's a new launch title. I don't know. So here we have somebody walking inside. Here, I'm just going to play this. They're walking inside, and then they dock it. So they dock it, and then this is the other controller I was talking about. So it looks... it looks a lot like the other controller, but now it has these two switched around. This was up here, and these were down here on the Pro controller. So this is a lot more. This setup right here is basically the Xbox setup. So they must have taken from that. And then there's a start and select buttons here, just like the Pro controller. And whatever buttons these are, I don't know what they're going to be. I guess it depends. One's probably a power button, I would assume, because it's going to need power. And then, you know, you got your other buttons, and then grips, all that kind of stuff. And it's obviously wireless, so you're going to need that cord to charge it up, just like the Pro controller and the gamepad. The gamepad plugs into the wall, which is really cool. I really like that. But this would probably be more like the Pro controller, where it plugs in straight to... I did not do that. Sorry about that. Where it plugs straight into the... there we go. Console here. Well, that's actually a really good picture there. So it's really hard to tell, but okay, the console right there, that's about the size of it. That's a pretty damn big TV. I would say that's about a 60-something inch TV, maybe 61-inch TV, 65-inch TV. So that kind of gives you perspective on what the size is going to be like. But also with it in his hands, that kind of also gives you, you know, whatever. But anyway, so we're going to move on from there, I guess. And here he is using the other controller. And this is why I thought it was Monster Hunter, because I don't know. I have no idea what it is then. So another transition, and then we go into Mario. So I want to talk about this. So this is a Mario Kart game, obviously. It says versus race and Yoshi Circuit. That's pretty obvious that that's Mario Kart. So we got a Mario Kart game. Maybe it's going to be Mario Kart 9. Maybe it's going to be Mario Kart Switch. Who fucking knows? Because we had Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart 64, which were the names of the systems. So, and we had Mario Kart Wii, I believe. So they do them with the names where they don't have a number. So that could be one of the two. I don't know yet. So we do that. Let's. So this is okay. So this is pretty cool too. We're playing in the car, but a little different. So there's another mount. So there must be a mount for the car specifically. Obviously it mounts like this, but I have never seen something like this before. So this is a new type of mount, and it's most likely going to be separate. But they're both playing Mario Kart, and it's split screen, so it is just like, you know, any other playing Mario Kart with somebody next to you. It's always going to be split screen. That's the whole point of that. And you can see what place they're in. This dude's in 5th place, is in 6th place. They are terrible at this game. He has the mushroom zoom thing, the boost, and someone's got is that a green shell? I can't tell what color it is, but it looks like a green shell and a mushroom there. Looks like you can get 2 power-ups. So that's cool. You can have one and then have one ready. So that's neat. That could be new. I don't think that's a thing. I don't know if Mario Kart 8 has 2. Well, that'd be cool. Switch it up, right? Okay, anyway, so the track looks like Yoshi too. It's pretty funny. This must be the same track, the Yoshi circuit, or it must be one of the Yoshi circuit tracks. Anyway, let's just move on because I'm getting a little too into that. Yeah, of course they show him at a go-kart place. Okay, so this is something else I want to talk about right here. So as you can see, oh, there's another button here too. Don't know what that button is. Oh, it's a home button. It's sideways, so I can't tell. It's a home button. It's a picture of a house. His thumb is over the analog stick, and these are on these buttons, obviously. So as you can see, you can turn them sideways and use them the same way that the Wii remotes could be used, where you could turn the Wii remote sideways and use it like an actual controller, like the old school controllers. So that's pretty cool. I really like that. I'll probably make use of that. And then more sucking at Mario Kart, 5th place and 4th place. Looks like the same track. 2 power-ups here. Look, this one's empty, so this makes me think maybe there will be 2 power-ups. This one is empty. So he has 2 mushrooms here. He has 1 mushroom here. It looks like he's using a mushroom. This Boo is using a mushroom, but he's also using a mushroom. So it looks like that even though there's 2 here, he still has one in his hand, so he hasn't used it yet. He only has 1 that's in his hand. So he must have used 1, or is still, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to totally get that game. I'll probably stream it too. I'm going to be doing like Mario Kart 8 with Yantu next month, so I'll be starting to race with him. Anyway, so let's do another transition. And someone playing basketball for some reason. Like, why do we need to switch from basketball to video games? Like, who cares? So they're playing. Now, this is really cool. I really like this. So now they're going in multiplayer mode, just like you can with the 3DS, where you can both play together if you're in the same area. I'm assuming there's somewhere where they can get Wi-Fi. I don't know, because I need to be on Wi-Fi to play with people in my 3DS, so I'm assuming that everyone else does too. But here it looks like they're outside. So I wonder if they can play multiplayer games like regular multiplayer, like you would at your house, but with like an infrared thing so they see each other, and then you can play against each other on 2 different systems without the Wi-Fi, because that would be really nice. I would love that. That way I can go to the conventions and play with all my friends on it. I could race my friends. We could like have competitions, stuff like that at the conventions. That'd be really cool. Really hope that happens. So this is just showing them doing this, and it shows one person using, it shows all of them actually, I think, using them sideways. I wasn't sure. So it looks like it's 4 player, 2 screens here, or maybe it's 4 screens on each of them. So that'd be pretty cool. Oh, this is basketball. Never mind. So they're playing basketball. Way harder to tell who you are on there. I'm not a basketball person. I don't give a crap about sports. So then another transition. The transition is just so cool. Okay, so now we have somebody with so this shows that you can use the controller, the 2 controllers on that dock as a controller. She's obviously playing it like that. And I don't know what these lights are for. I'm gonna assume that those are charge lights, so that they're like battery lights, so when they go down you need to charge it again or something. And you can see the home button better here. But yeah, that's just the look of the controller. So okay, here's the Mario game now. This is crazy. So this Mario game, kinda, I can't tell what this would be. Like, I'm trying to figure out what Mario game would this be. We've never seen this area before. There's a bunch of houses and stuff. It sort of looks kind of like Sunshine, but like, what is that, Isle Delfino or something, wherever he goes, because they're colorful like that and stuff. But like you can see here, there's a skeleton, or a skull with a sombrero and some what looks like maracas or flowers. They might be flowers, but that kind of gives the feel of that, because the name of it sounded a little Spanish. Delfino, it sounds a little Spanish or Italian or something, but Spanish would mean you could the sombrero thing. And then they have the streamers here, the ribbon or whatever you call that on the lines, and some really colorful looking decorations, some rugs. It really looks like it could be like the Mario Sunshine sequel, which everyone's been wanting. that and Galaxy 3, but here it looks different now. You can still see, like, I can't tell what these are, but it looks like they could be rock formations behind, but then there's these and they look like they're invisible. Kind of confused on what that could be. But you can see he's long jumping, so that brings long jumping back into whatever 3D game this is. And there's a bullet bill launcher here with a bullet bill coming out of it. And then he goes towards these rings. So these rings here, I'm assuming if you jump through all of these rings, it looks like there's 3 of them. If you jump through all the rings, you probably get like a bonus or something. Like it's probably like in the 2D games, you hit the ring and then you have to collect the amount of coins. In the 3D games, we just got those switch pads that we bounce on, and it makes like a path of blue coins. Well, this looks like if you go through those, maybe it'll give you like give you 10 coins if you make it through all 3 of them without without like touching an edge or something. I don't know. It sounds like it'd be kind of cool. So then we come into this person's house for some reason. She looks outside, blah 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 blah. They're all playing their Switches. So she's putting the things away. So this is just further confirmation of picking it up and making it just auto go to the screen on the handheld. So she puts both of those down, and immediately you can see here it goes from the screen. She picks it up, and it goes straight to. You can even see it on both screens there. So it goes from here, it transitions to there, and then goes to. So that's really cool. That just shows confirmation that that's what that is. And you can see here that this is the exact same screen. So that's pretty cool. I like that. And she stopped at the rings still. So I don't know what happens if you go through them. So here she's docking it. She's doing everything we've already seen. This is going to be fun right here. Okay, so these people are making a game plan. It looks like they're like at some game regional thing, like an esports thing. This game, I'm pretty sure, isn't in esports because nobody cares. There's no the competition's really different with this game. It's not like League where there's there's like literal like competitions for it and stuff. This is really different. So they're making this game plan, and it's Splatoon. It's freaking Splatoon. So I don't know if this means there's going to be a sequel or if this is going to be a port. I don't know what this area is. This map doesn't look that familiar. Then again, I haven't played it in a while, so I don't know. Because it could be like oh, this could be okay. Never mind. I think I know where this is, if I am right, but I don't know. Anyway, I don't know the name of it. I don't know the name of these maps anymore. But it's a Splatoon game on the Switch, so that means there's either going to be a port of Splatoon or the sequel, which is what everyone's been wanting. So hopefully it's a sequel. I'll buy a sequel. I'm not going to buy a port. There's no reason. So this is like a Nintendo Regionals thing. Does this exist? I don't even know if that exists or if that's just for the trailer. Just to make it look cool. Anyway, so then we go through this. And this you can definitely tell makes it different. So this is why I was wondering if it was a sequel or not. You can see different hairstyles. This looks like a multiplayer match on multiplayer online, you know, like Turf Wars or something. There's different hairstyles. This one isn't that different, it's just shorter, but this one has stripes in his hair, and I can't even tell if he has a ponytail. This one has this little thing here and a little long back there. This one has like a side swipe. That's not in the original game, so that's what makes me think this is a sequel. So I want to look at the other one now, because I didn't really notice that much. Well, there's a little bit of... Oh yeah, I don't think this guy has the ponytail. I think it's just slicked back. This one looks so cool, though. I like that. And it looks like you can do different types of... because they didn't have... I don't think they had these glasses before. And it also looks like these weapons are new. I don't remember this at all. That looks different completely. This is just a roller. I think it's going to be just the same as a roller. And then these are basically like your splatter shots. And I believe there's another one popping up here. No? Okay, we can't see the other one. The other one is on this screen and it's too small. I can't see it. And this is the monitor I'm using for watching the trailer and doing this on this monitor here. It's not a small monitor. It's about a 20 6-inch, I think. So that's pretty big for a monitor, and I still can't see. I can see like yellow here or green, and I'm assuming yellow and pink because that's what it looks like. But anyway, so and then we get to the end of the trailer, and it's just the Nintendo symbol and whatever. Coming March 2017. So there's that. So I'm going to leave it on this screen then, because that's a cool picture, so I'm just going to leave it there. Anyway, so that's all the details that I found in this video. If there's anything I missed, feel free to say so in the comments. We got to let everyone know everything we know, right? So if I missed anything, go ahead and say I missed something. I don't really care. And let me know your thoughts. What are you hyped for? I'm personally hyped for Zelda because I already want that. And for the Mario game. Those are the two I'm hyped for the most so far out of all the stuff they shown, whatever. Anyway, so that's it for this. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.